Adonai unto all, welcome. Welcome on this glorious Sunday. They call it Sunday, but really it's the eternal now. The idea of Sunday is superimposed upon the eternal now. The idea of the days of the week, the idea produced by mortal mind is superimposed upon the divine. And that superimposition that overlaying of mortal ideas and their vibrations produces your expression and overflows as your experience. First, existence comes into you from the adjuster God within you. Why do they call the spirit in you the adjuster? Can anyone write why they call in my revelations, why are we calling the spirit of life the adjuster? Why? Uh-huh. He adjusts your thoughts. What else is he adjusting? He adjusts the mind, attitudes. He adjusts your ideas. Your complete philosophy is adjusted. And so that requires you to give up your philosophy and allow the adjuster to adjust, to prepare you for the higher society. High society, right? For example, in the court of a king and queen, right? There are many people, individuals that the king and queen, they allow into their court. And hopefully, those individuals who are part of the court of a palace, a king, a queen, they're loyal subjects. They are mannerful. They understand how to socialize within that court. What would happen if an individual who was brutish, without manners, filthy, dirty, and ignorant of the socialization of the king and queen's court? Maybe immediately they would not even be allowed to enter into the court. Humanity is offered the chance to enter into the court. And the adjuster prepares the way. It is a full socialization of the entire person, the entire persona, personhood. Preparing that persona for higher places of greater refinement, right? If you were part of the court of the queen and king, and a servant came and offered you a piece of pie or cake, would you just grab it with your hands and shove it all over your face without refinement? Would you throw it at the others, vomit afterwards, and then ask for more and more, stuffing it into your pockets? Probably you would not do that. And yet humanity believes that they will enter with me in the heavens and maybe play harps and eat ice cream, maybe some cake too. But that is not the way it works, everyone. That is just a myth, fantasy. With the adjuster, you each and all of humanity are learning how to enter into the court of the king and queen, the paradise trinity, its energies within the local universe. So there is an adjustment and an education and a refinement. An adjustment, an education, and a refinement in every way possible. And this adjusting, it occurs over lifetimes. Lifetimes. What makes it challenging is you have entered into a society, a civilization that is not refined, that is not educated, that is not very evolved. Little evolution, almost no education, and not much refinement in vibration, in choices and qualities. In maturity, in those individuals who are in the court of the queen and king, right? Are they uncouth, sloppy and dirty, loud, disruptive, wanting everything their way? Well, right? Some of the movies you see, right? They often have deceptions and all of that. But in the court of the divine king and queen, in the divine, right? The father, mother, within Nebadon, there can be no deceptions. Everything is transparent. And vibration speaks. So you can see yourself how close you are coming to enter into the court of the divinity within you and the outer. the outer court, those worlds of much greater refinement and joy and harmony and 10,000 other qualities. Join me in receiving of the one God. O Heavenly Father, Thou art the King and Queen of all. Eternal Mother Son, Thou art the King and Queen, Infinite Spirit, the King and Queen of all. And we are loyal and obedient unto your person, your kingdom. We give all worship unto you, Universal Father, Eternal Mother. And through the doorway of your indwelling adjuster, it is through the adjuster, everyone, that you enter into the court of the kingdom of heaven. The doorway is your individualized godhood. The transport to enter that doorway is refining your entire person. Your capacity, your character, your consciousness. Capacity, your character, your consciousness. O Universal Father, Eternal Mother Son, Immaculate Spirit, we breathe you in, O God, honoring you. Breathe with me, everyone, the life of God in you. And I will expand that presence for I and the Father are one. I come as the voice and the persona of Father, Son. With the universe spirit and the heavenly host. Receive of the Holy Spirit now. Asking to purify yourself to the uttermost. O God and Universe Mother, host of heaven, purify us, O God. I'm showing you how. We breathe you in, O Paradise Adjuster. Allow that indwelling adjuster to do its job, to prepare you for the court of the kingdom of heaven. Prepare me, O indwelling adjuster, you might say. Prepare me for the greater life. I want to be part of the court of the kingdom. I want to be one with you, O God. And I happily deliver any disharmony that I have created with my authorship. Happily, I'm learning how to deliver. To enter the redemption of heaven. Breathe in the adjuster presence now. Acknowledging God in you as the authority. Practicing those 10 cardinal attitudes of approach to the altar of the adjuster. O universe spirit, ascended host of heaven, so everyone, are you overflowing in your life generally with joy and harmony? Or are you struggling? Perhaps you can write in the chat, are you struggling? Or are you overflowing in joy and love of God and life and childlike wonder? Mm-hmm. So I tell you, I'll just read right from what I wrote before coming here. Well, I can copy it for all of you. I put it in the chat. Yeah. So right now in this lifetime, you are living out the ramifications and results, the effects and experiences of your priorities, purposes, proximities, where you're getting close. Are you getting close to God, or are you getting closer to the ephemeral? All based upon your thoughts, feelings, words, actions, choices, decisions. Right now in this lifetime, you are living what you set up from the past, hoping to make good, to bring harmony out of the chaos, or to experience the harmony and thereby serve God as you enter that harmony. If you're struggling and suffering in a quiet misery, you are reaping the ramifications of what your choices have produced. Some of you, you have a mixture. And okay, so you must address those disharmonies to understand why they are there. If you refuse to look carefully, they will remain there and they will create your future lifetimes. There's no doubting about it. All that you experience now, all your struggles and your suffering, all your happiness and joy, is what you yourself have determined to make your destiny. So I come once again, I, Michael, come into the ephemeral form close to you to serve the adjuster and to serve the personality, to bring them together like a dating service, like a matchmaker. I help you understand what the adjuster is wanting. I brought with me this time a number of others who have produced the Urantia papers. I make use of other documents in our colleges. It is all designed to adjust you into eternity. For ye cannot enter the court of the kingdom of heaven as a beast, with darkness and negativity, with lack of refinement, with ideas that are absolutely erroneous. You simply cannot enter in. You cannot enter in with immature attitudes, selfishness, wanting everything your way, avoiding excuses, justifying, running away. You cannot enter in with cowardice and arrogance and spoiledness and lack of openness. You simply cannot enter the court of the kingdom of heaven. I come that you understand what the adjuster in you is seeking to accomplish. To transform you into an eternal being requires a multi-lifetime venture. If you have attitudes of snotty spoiledness, if you're only interested in yourself, really, you can't hide it. These things are transparent. One of the greatest challenges for human beings is to bring together their images of how they are, their sight of seeing themselves just as you are, and then also bringing together your blindness, those areas that you have no idea exist, for you imagine yourself to be more enlightened or of a different nature, even if you feel unworthy, and yet you might be very beautiful and worthy, but your images in how you see yourself, these need to be brought together into factual reality. That begins the journey on the planet. It begins your transformation as you align the way you really are with the way you see yourself. Both have to become one. Oh, I see myself as someone really good and kind, and I have other things too that I see that I have to work on. Okay. Now you are beginning to allow the preparation, the adjustment. For many of you, when you came to me, often several years ago, you had one image of the way you thought you were. And then I start to help you see, and I bring forth those hidden parts of you. And then many of you, you want to look, and many of you, you don't want to look, for it was disturbing to you. Oh, I'm not where I thought I was. I still have these babyish tendencies, infantile tendencies. Oh, I still have this going on in me. Right. And then at those moments, your character comes into play. You are, in a way, you are tested just by existence. Will you seek truth even when it's unpleasant? Even when you must walk through unpleasant territory? But are you courageous enough? Are you willing to make those difficult choices that have a long-term beneficial effect rather than trying to have immediate gratification with a short-term vision? So these are two things I'm mentioning. I'm sure they went right over your heads, everyone. First, how you see yourself and how you truly are in both your divinity and in both your humanity. How you truly are. And then, do you have the kind of character that will cultivate moral choices, orderly progress? Are you willing to enter territory that is unpleasant, just temporarily unpleasant? And are you willing to align and be loyal to the greater vision, the long-term vision, rather than the short-term, immediate gratification, immediate results without really having to sacrifice and surrender. Again, first, you're lining up the way you see yourself, so you see yourself clearly as you are in your imperfection. And you are expanding the short-term vision into the grander vision, the long term, and then willing to make those character adjustments in your person that allow you to choose intelligently rather than form excuses and run away. I assure you, everyone, those ascendant beings and those divine personalities, they live in a society, in worlds where the larger vision is accepted and worked with, where there is no selfishness, where character is truly upheld. If you look at the word ramification, it is a consequence of an action or event. Consequences, everyone. It takes a mature and a righteously upheld character to accept that there are consequences for every thought and feeling, every word and act. There are ripple effects to everything. And the sooner that you, as an individual personality, can cooperate with the laws of God, one of which is acceptance, another is, you could say that those 10 cardinal attitudes of approaching the altar, those 10 attitudes are really 10 laws to allow you to enter and progress. So let me open our time here for each of you to come forward, to speak, to share. looking at your present state of experience, the circumstances, inner and outer circumstances. And I would love to hear from you what you're seeing, what you're evaluating. Most of the time, it will be you who are offered the opportunity to look at your lifetime and to evaluate and to see what it is, how you want to choose differently. Tell me your thoughts.
Hello, Michael.
Yes.
Well, I've noticed that when things are not going in harmony, that it seems like I'm chasing my tail. I'm running in circles and have a nervous feeling and can't really see clearly what's going on. But I know that it's not right. I can just feel it inside of me. And that's when I have to stop myself and look at, well, first of all, to stop thinking that way, to just put on the brakes and say, hold it. What's going on here? What's the real issue? What am I supposed to look at? What do I need to change in me? And when I do that, then things shift. When I go through the process of clarifying and recognizing and understanding and transferring, transitioning, acceptance, all the things you talk about. And it won't change until I do that inside of myself.
Right. Beautiful. Yes. Each of those 10 cardinal attitudes of allowing God to be the authority. He already is, but he gives you the choice to allow him to. They are laws that must be fulfilled. The law of acknowledgement, the law of awareness and attention, appreciation, affection, adoration, asking, admitting, and the others. So beautiful, Inga, that you are willing to embrace what needs to be embraced. More to say, Lady Inga?
Oh, well, it's just gotten so obvious when that happens. And I appreciate the vision of seeing this that you have given us, that you've taught us how to recognize when it's happening and what we can do about it instead of suffering. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone. With me during this 21st century mission, you could say, I'm showing you how to bring forth the potential of every situation, which those situations are of your own creation, and how to make the most of it so that you produce consequences in your future that you're going to enjoy, even if it's other lifetimes here, or even if you complete your evolution and you move to the higher worlds, you will be creating a new destiny. And maturity is essential, everyone. If you avoid, if you pretend that you see yourself as already enlightened and happy, and you're actually miserable and not enlightened, it's of your own creation. You can stay in that for as long as you desire until you're ready to emerge. Others who want to share?
Hola, Micael. Hola a todos.
Hola, Iván. Hello.
Gracias, gracias. Sí, he estado profundizando más en mis actitudes, en mis pensamientos, en cada momento, sí. Y puedo ver que cuando quiero que las cosas vayan de una manera que yo quiero, allí yo estoy tratando de controlar, porque lo quiero de esa manera. Y entonces lo que regresa a mí son cosas que no me gustan, porque yo humanamente las estoy empujando. Y puedo ver que estoy más contento conmigo, porque en mi práctica que estoy haciendo ahora de escribir el diario, allí lo puedo ver. Puedo ver el detalle de lo que hice y de lo que pensé, y está sucediendo. Se está revelando a mí para yo corregir, para hacer la corrección, para aclarar más y redireccionar mis actitudes, invitando, por supuesto, al Padre y a ti, Micael. Gracias por tu guía.
Yeah. Beautiful, Iván. Cool.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Yes, everyone. The planetary personality is at an evolutionary point of infancy. That probably doesn't feel like a compliment to you, but it's the truth. You're beginning the journey. Even those beings who thought that they were enlightened and had 1 million followers and thought that they were one with God, well, you begin to see with me, you begin to see with our education together that they are very limited in the scope of their understanding. Humanity, and I include all of you in that, has a tendency to want to do what it wants to do, regardless of the ramifications. And they do not yet have the longer term vision which brings maturity to the personality, to the personality and its developing soul vesture. The soul vesture is when the mind, the will, and personality become more fully intoxicated with God and his way. Available to advance into the vision of eternity. Others who want to reveal themselves?
Me, Michael, Alicia.
Hola, Alicia. Hello.
Hola.
Michael, do you want me to translate verbally or not?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Michael, y en mi caso, ayer que justamente mi problema, o sea, mi bloqueo de sentir,
My case yesterday when I expressed my blockage of feeling,
que justamente me impide pasar por ese proceso de fuerte emoción
that impedes me to pass through that process of strong emotions,
de dolor o de decepción o ese
pain
tipo
or
de...
deception,
para poder liberar esa carga.
to be able to liberate that part.
So say in one sentence what you want.
Di en una frase lo que tú quieres.
Quiero lograr sentir lo que tenga que sentir sin protegerme.
I want to achieve, to feel what I have to feel without protection.
Okay, so those are character habits.
Entonces esos son hábitos de carácter.
It is a way of your personhood approaching things.
Es una manera en que tu persona se acerca a las cosas.
As you take small steps, you strengthen that tendency.
Y a medida que tú tomas pasos pequeños, tú refuerzas esa tendencia.
That's really the only way, is simply to do it.
Esa es, Michael, maybe I translate.
Que la única manera de lograrlo es simplemente haciéndolo.
Ah, okay.
Yes, when you're confronted with an opportunity to, you notice a feeling or thought, and you want to defend, you must do something different.
Entonces, cuando tú te encuentras en una oportunidad de confrontar con los sentimientos y tú los quieres defender, esa es una oportunidad para sobrepasar la tendencia.
Now, going beyond your defenses one time will not change your character.
Y el hecho que tú vayas una vez más allá de tus defensas, eso no va a cambiar tu carácter.
A dozen times, oh, you're beginning to change the momentum.
Y unas 12 veces, una docena de veces, comienza a cambiar el momentum.
This is part of your authorship.
Y es parte de tu autoría.
Some of you are calling upon the mother and I, asking for us to strengthen your character or that kind of thing, but it's
Algunos
not,
de ustedes,
but it
perdón.
must be your choice.
algunos de ustedes llaman a la madre y a mí para que refuerce su carácter, pero eso tiene que ver más con vuestras elecciones.
Yes, you have to practice choosing the better choice.
Ustedes tienen que practicar, elegir las mejores elecciones. ¿Sí?
Your personal tendencies that you experience in this lifetime
Sus tendencias personales que experimentan en esta vida
are the ramifications, the result that you've been developing over lifetimes.
son las ramificaciones y los resultados que han ido desarrollando a través de muchas vidas.
Yes. Your basic personality character, it remains the same through all the lifetimes.
Sus, tu,
Your basic personality,
sí, vuestra personalidad básica
it remains the same through all the lifetimes.
permanece igual a través de todas las vidas.
I don't mean your outer physical form and the circumstances.
Yo quiero significar con eso que las circunstancias externas y la forma física.
You may
sean las
have a
mismas.
slightly different personality in a different lifetime.
Podrían ustedes tener una diferentes personalidades a través de las vidas.
But how you approach and work with your circumstance is an ongoing character that you possess.
Pero cómo ustedes se abordan y confrontan las circunstancias tiene que ver con sus tendencias de carácter.
Often your greatest challenges in a particular lifetime are to transcend those weaknesses.
Entonces, cuando ustedes se abren a desafíos más grandes
Often your greatest challenges
y ofreciendo sus desafíos más grandes, gracias Mike.
Normalmente los mayores desafíos
yes
Gracias, normalmente, ok. Sí.
yes is to transcend, to strengthen your weaknesses.
Y es que eso hace que ustedes trasciendan y refuercen vuestras debilidades.
For example, in this life you are in a different country, a different body, and a different family upbringing.
Por ejemplo, en esta vida ustedes están quizás en un país diferente, en una vida distinta, con una familia diferente,
A different body,
un cuerpo diferente,
a different family and background,
una familia diferente y unas circunstancias diferentes.
but maybe you say, Michael, why am I so distracting? Why do I get distracted?
¿Y por qué yo soy tan distraído? ¿Por qué yo me vuelvo fácilmente me distraigo?
That's an example of a character quality that maybe you are wanting to improve.
Y ese es un ejemplo de una cualidad de carácter que quizás ustedes quieran mejorar.
Oh, Michael, I have a tendency to immediately change whatever I hear.
Mike, yo tengo una tendencia de cambiar inmediatamente cualquier cosa que yo escuche.
That's another example of a character tendency to immediately not want to hear out there and wanting to turn it into your idea.
Ese es un ejemplo de una cualidad de carácter que ustedes inmediatamente traducen y cambian lo que escuchan de la manera que ustedes quieren escuchar las cosas y y hacen su interpretación.
Oh, Michael, I have a tendency to defend when I feel unpleasant things.
Michael, yo tengo la tendencia de defenderme cuando paso por situaciones no placenteras.
Yes, so Alicia, you come into this lifetime with these tendencies.
Si Alicia, tú has venido a esta vida con esa tendencia.
You are each on this long journey of maturing.
Y ustedes, cada uno de ustedes están en este largo viaje de maduración.
Yes. In the use of your, well, in the way of God authority,
En la manera de autoridad de Dios,
fulfilling those laws and the attitudes of God as authority,
cumpliendo esas leyes y esas actitudes como Dios, como la autoridad de Dios, ¿verdad? En ustedes.
that's the way.
Ese es el camino.
And then the way I've put it, the truth is the endowment, the gift of your personal authorship.
Y la manera que yo puse la verdad son las dotaciones de su autoría personal.
Yes. You've been given those powers and faculties to create.
Y a ustedes les fueron dados esos poderes y facultades para crear.
Oh, Michael, I create a lot of destruction,
Oh, Micael, yo creé mucha destrucción.
but I am a nice person. Can I come and be in the court of the kingdom of heaven?
Yo soy una persona muy buena. Yo puedo venir a estar en la corte de los cielos.
And what will you do there, beloved?
¿Y qué van a hacer ahí, amados?
Oh, I will create nice things, I'm hoping.
Ah, yo voy a crear lindas cosas, estoy esperando.
Well, I have faith that you will.
Bueno, yo tengo fe que ustedes lo harán.
But first, you must demonstrate that you're no longer creating destructive things.
Pero primeramente tienen que demostrar que no están creando situaciones destructivas. Ya.
Right, everyone. You see, you in your mind and your self-sight,
Y entonces ustedes pueden ver que en su mente y en su visión propia de ustedes mismos,
you can imagine that you are absolutely aligned.
ustedes pueden imaginar que están totalmente, absolutamente alineados.
And you may absolutely not be aligned, perhaps.
Y quizás no estén, no estén alineados, quizás.
And the lifetimes will continue to educate you upon those differences.
Y la vida va a continuar educándolos sobre esas diferencias.
Oh, Michael, I am so enlightened. I meditate 7 hours a day.
Oh, Micael, yo estoy muy iluminado, medito 7 horas por día.
Oh, yes, but I've had 7 marriages too.
Ah, pero también tengo 7 matrimonios.
Yes, I secretly feel like I'm suffering, miserable.
Y yo secretamente siento que estoy sufriendo y soy miserable.
But I'm meditating.
Pero yo medito.
Right. You can all see, right? That would be the way that person is seeing and the way things are happening for them are two different things.
Ustedes pueden ver en este ejemplo la manera en que una persona se ve a sí misma y la manera en que las cosas son realmente.
Do you each have the courage to bring together your idea of yourself and the fact of how you truly are?
Ustedes tienen el coraje de juntar las ideas de lo que creen que son y las también o imágenes, ideas que realmente las que son realmente. Sí.
Right. Mental illness and delusion, it comes from unwillingness to have those two become one.
Y la enfermedad mental y los engaños vienen de la falta de disponibilidad para unir esos dos aspectos.
Yes. Alicia?
Yes, I understand, Michael.
the
quiero
way is
entender.
to push myself when I had that opportunity to do, to
Yes.
to get off the protection.
Yes.
La
That
manera
would-
que yo me
that-
empujan, perdón, Mike.
That would be what I would call a positive aggression.
Eso es lo que yo llamaría una agresión positiva.
Yes, where you are aggressively upholding yourself into a higher state of morality and choice.
Cuando ustedes agresivamente se sostienen a ustedes mismos en una posición moral de elecciones más elevadas.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes. And
I
it
will
re-
be more vigilant and
yes,
and
it's
taking
just
that
practice.
opportunity.
Solo
Yes.
practicando.
Yes, Michael.
Sí, ok. Voy a ser más vigilante.
Each time you have an opportunity, everyone, I would hope you exercise the opportunity in the right way.
Y cada vez que ustedes tienen una oportunidad, espero que puedan ejercitar esa oportunidad de la manera correcta.
Each time you choose not to, you miss an opportunity to advance.
Y cada vez que ustedes eligen no tomar una decisión, digamos, están evitando una oportunidad de avanzar.
Oh, Michael, you mean after this life, I'm not going to be playing harps in heaven?
Y más que tú quieres decir que después de esta vida no voy a tocar el arpa en los cielos.
Well, you might be playing harps, but you'll be coming back here.
Michael, I love that.
You might be
Podrían
playing.
estar tocando el arpa, pero volverán a este plano.
Sí.
Ya.
Carlos, you didn't want to hear that?
I think I need to hear that, Michael.
Yes, you need to hear that. Yes, everyone. There's an absolute justice.
Hay una justicia absoluta.
Yes. It cannot be negotiated with.
No se puede negociar con eso.
That's what it means. God is no respecter of persons.
Eso es lo que significa que Dios no respeta, es decir, no hace diferencia con las personas.
Oh, God, hey, I love you and you know I'm a good guy. Can you let me in the court of the kingdom?
Oh, Padre, yo te amo, tú sabes que soy un buen muchacho. ¿Puedes permitirme entrar a la corte del reino?
I volunteered at the church stuffing envelopes for 3 weeks.
Yo he estado habiendo sobre por 3 semanas como voluntario.
I help old ladies cross the street.
Y yo le ayudo a todas las personas, a las mujeres ancianas a cruzar la calle.
Certainly I should come to the kingdom, right?
Ciertamente yo debería entrar al reino, ¿verdad?
Absolutely, but you need to do a little more than just that.
Absolutamente, pero necesitas hacer un poco más que solo eso.
Oh, well, oh God, I lived in a monastery for 2 lifetimes.
Oh, Padre Dios, he vivido en un monasterio por dos vidas.
I know how to say Om Mani Padme Hum 12 times.
Y yo sé cómo decir Om Amipa, no sé, Padme Hum por 12 veces.
In one lifetime, before I died, the priest said, "Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?" And I do.
Y una vez que he muerto, el sacerdote me preguntó si yo aceptaba a Dios a Jesús como mi Salvador, y yo hago eso.
Does that allow me to enter the kingdom and the court to eat those delicious cakes?
Y eso me permite entrar al reino y a la corte para comer esas deliciosas tortas.
Almost, but not yet.
Casi, pero no todavía.
You have more work to do.
Ustedes tienen más trabajo que hacer.
Oh, but I'm not patient.
Ah, pero yo no soy paciente.
I want it now.
Yo quiero ahora.
Yes. Oh, well, that impatience is something that if you mature it, it will bring you closer to the kingdom.
Y Y esa impaciencia es algo que si tú maduras a esa impaciencia, eso te acerca más al reino.
Yes. Others who want to reveal their journey.
Otros que quieren hacer una revelación de su viaje.
Oh, I see some of you hiding right here.
Yo veo que algunos se están escondiendo aquí mismo.
Hi, Michael.
Oh, I saw you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Mikas.
Yeah. Hi.
Hola.
Mhm.
Well, I would say that I'm seeing better myself.
Podría decir que yo me estoy viendo a mí mismo mejor.
Tell us more.
Yeah. Carlos?
Yes, I translate that.
Oh, okay.
He's quick today, Mikas. He's
yes.
quick. He's getting younger and stronger.
I've had some ideas of who I was.
Yo tenía ciertas ideas de lo que de quién era yo.
Some great advanced beings, whatever.
Como la idea de que era un gran ser avanzado.
And I was not willing to just sacrifice that, or, just to let it go.
Que yo no estaba dispuesto a sacrificar eso y dejarlo ir.
And just accept who I am.
Y ahora solamente acepto quién soy.
Because it can be really unpleasant, I experienced, to just really see myself the way I am.
Porque realmente puede ser muy poco placentero de ver, de reconocer la manera de lo que yo soy en ese momento.
And I think also during these years with you, Michael, I've been secretly, I mean, you told me this, but I'm also seeing it. I've been hating myself.
Right.
Y también puedo reconocer que a través de todos esos años que he estado contigo, Micael, pude ver que yo me odiaba a mí mismo.
Mikas, you are Mikas of Mongolia. You led Mongolia to its freedom, and you hate yourself?
Y tú eres Miki de Mongolia y tú te odias a ti. Has dejado Mongolia para tu libertad y te odias a ti mismo. Gracias, Viviana.
Right. So,
yeah.
Even those outer things, you've got to look closely.
Externas,
yeah. It's in looking closely at how you are with yourself.
Entonces, mirando más de cerca, ¿cómo estás contigo mismo?
That reveals more of your evolution
Y eso
than
revela
any outer
más
thing.
de tu evolución.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, because I can have a lot of arrogance. If I see some mistakes or some weaknesses in me, I get really puffy and defensive, and
right.
It's something I need and that I want to work with.
Y cuando yo veo determinadas debilidades, me vuelvo arrogante y después I lost the idea.
Puffy, his head gets bigger.
Cabezón, digamos, cabeza grande.
Yes.
Yes.
And
se vuelve muy soberbio de alguna manera, sí.
Those kind of attitudes you bring into this life to work out.
Y ese tipo de actitudes tú traes para trabajar en esta vida.
Right.
Yeah.
Sí.
And also, I've been holding some wrong expectations, I would say, of
Y además
this
también
life.
he ido sosteniendo algunas expectativas erróneas.
And the work that needs to be done.
Y el trabajo que necesitaba ser hecho
and my ideas about God and what I can expect of him, perhaps.
mi idea acerca de Dios y lo que yo esperaba de él.
So those expectations, do you remember
Mhm.
any of that? What did you expect and what did you discover?
Y acerca de esas expectativas, tú puedes describir qué es lo que tú esperabas y qué es lo que tú has descubierto.
What
I
would
think
you-
like I thought that God would kind of please me, if that makes
Yo
sense.
pensé que Dios podría complacerme, digamos, darme un tipo de complacencia. Sí.
Uh,
So you were expecting God to please you.
Entonces tú estabas
Mhm.
esperando que Dios te complazca a ti.
Okay.
to make it pleasant and comfortable for me.
Y hacerme que yo sea, que viva de manera placentera y confortable o algo así.
Which is
Well,
not
actually,
true.
Mikas, actually he does, but you have to purify.
Okay.
Realmente mi guía actualmente lo hace, pero tienes que purificar eso.
Yeah, the majority of my experience is pleasant inwardly and comfortable inwardly.
Y la mayor parte de mis experiencias son placenteras y consolables o confortables interiormente.
Yes. Even in the midst of challenges and circumstances,
Aún en medio de los desafíos y de las circunstancias,
he will make you comfortable and it will be pleasant
Él
within
hará
you.
que estés seguro, consolado y también como placentero será a pesar de todo.
Yes, within you in that deeper place inside of you.
Dentro de ti, en ese lugar profundo dentro de ti mismo.
Yes, even while you might struggle with your body or human
Aun cuando
things.
estés luchando con tu cuerpo o con otras cosas.
So you're right. That's a fair expectation.
Y estás,
Okay.
bien, estás correcto, porque esa es una expectativa justa,
For God is pleasure.
porque Dios es placer.
God
Yeah.
is pleasure with a
Dios
capital
es
P.
placer, con letras mayúsculas.
Yes, God is comfort.
Dios es consuelo,
But you need to get there and establish it.
pero tú necesitas llegar allí y establecerte en ese lugar.
It doesn't happen from the beginning.
Y eso no, gracias a Alicia. Y no pasa eso desde el comienzo.
But how many of you feel good about yourself because you know you're doing a good thing with all of this association with me?
¿Y cuántos de ustedes se sienten bien respecto a ustedes mismos porque están haciendo su parte en esta asociación conmigo?
Even though you're still working out your unpleasant things, you feel good that you know that this is a good thing you're doing. ¿No?
Y aun cuando tengan estas cosas, aspectos no placenteros, ustedes están seguros, están contentos de estar actuando, sirviendo conmigo en esto, desarrollándose juntos.
Mikas?
Yeah, I would say the same. You know, I feel good.
Haría lo mismo, decidiría, digo lo mismo, digo.
Yes, you're here on a Sunday.
Estás aquí en un domingo.
Do you feel good about yourself choosing to be here on a Sunday today?
¿Te sientes bien respecto a ti mismo al elegir estar aquí en un domingo como hoy?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Right. So there's a kind of pleasure with that.
Hay un tipo de placer con eso.
That it just you feel a wellness that you're choosing to right to delve into these things.
Tú sientes
Yeah.
un bienestar al elegir sumergirte en estas cosas.
Right. But does your
Mhm.
body have an itch that you need to scratch? Probably.
Yes, of
Y
course.
quizás
Yeah.
a tu cuerpo tenga una picazón que necesita rascarte. Está bien.
Yeah. Tell us. Tell us.
I feel that with every choice I make for the better, I feel that heightening of, it's just
Yo siento eso
pleasurable
en cada
for me.
elección que hago para mejor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For example, Mikas, I last night in the sleep state, I can't even call it sleep because I didn't really sleep very well, and I had a fire burning all through me.
Y, por ejemplo, mi día ayer, en ese estado de semisueño, digamos, no podríamos llamarlo como que estaba durmiendo, sentí que un fuego me quemaba.
Yes, and it was uncomfortable.
Y no fue muy cómodo eso.
I didn't rest very well.
No descansé muy bien.
My vibration getting accelerated continually until I make my resurrection again.
Y mi vibración estaba acelerándose continuamente hasta que hice mi resurrección nuevamente.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that I will do that, but I'm not sure. It's a matter of faith in a certain way.
Y estoy seguro que haré eso, pero de cierta manera no es tan seguro, digamos. No sé si me
But-
más que-
For
Sí.
example, last night, yes, and I choose to come here even though I didn't rest very well.
Y por ejemplo, anoche, aún así, elegí venir acá y aunque no haya descansado bien.
I go past all my bodily tiredness and feeling I'm vibrating super high and it's uncomfortable.
Y estoy vibrando muy alto, entonces sobrepaso las vibraciones de mi cuerpo. Y algo más que
And I'm vibrating high
sí, estoy vibrando alto, sí.
and it's uncomfortable.
No es cómodo,
I didn't rest,
no descansé,
but I'm giving myself to the service.
pero yo me entrego a mí mismo al servicio.
And how I feel good about myself to do that. It's the right thing. Right?
¿Cómo me siento? Me siento bien respecto a eso porque es la cosa correcta de hacer.
Oh, but would my body prefer to maybe go to the steam room or sit in a hot bath? Probably right now.
I get lost, Mike, with that.
Un cuarto de vapor or
Yes,
sentado
sí.
en un baño.
Sí, sí, como un sauna.
Yeah, sauna or right.
Yes.
But okay, maybe I will do that. Maybe not.
A lo mejor haría eso, ¿no?
Yeah. So, Mikas, you're doing a good thing,
Pues estar haciendo algo muy bueno.
but your body and your emotions and mind, maybe, right? Maybe it might be unpleasant sometimes,
Pero
often.
tu cuerpo,
Right.
emociones y otras cosas estarán mente, sienten no bien, no muy cómodo.
But you stepped away from this and now you come back and do you feel a difference about yourself to choose to come back and try it again?
Y tú
You
vuelto a dar un
left
paso
you left
adelante.
and now you come back.
Sí, tú dejaste, saliste un ratito y volviste, hiciste el paso hacia adelante para volver y te sientes bien con eso.
Do you feel good about that, Mikas, that you chose to come back to keep persevering?
Mhm.
¿Ya? Has elegido permanecer perseverando.
Yes, Michael, I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Is your body having an orgasm all this time that you're coming back? Probably not.
No,
Tu
no,
cuerpo tiene un orgasmo todo el tiempo porque está de vuelta, no.
no.
Probablemente no.
Right. Is it a stretch for you? Possibly.
Es un estiramiento para ti, posiblemente.
Are you
Mhm.
making an effort to guarantee that you build a new momentum? I think you are.
Haciendo un esfuerzo para
Yes,
garantizar
I am.
construir un nuevo momento. Sí, lo estoy haciendo.
Right. Are you trying to make sure that you don't fall into the same trap again? Possibly, yes.
Tratando de asegurarte de no caer en la misma trampa nuevamente. Sí.
How do you feel about all that?
¿Cómo te sentís o sientes acerca de todo esto?
I feel good because I actually want to change the thing that caught me up and had me
Me
go the
siento bien
wrong.
porque yo quiero cambiar las cosas que me han atrapado.
And it
anteriormente,
took you away from this
Yeah.
walking this.
Yeah.
que me
Yes.
llevó que te llevó lejos de este caminar.
So in a certain way, there's a lot of pleasure that you're having.
Mhm.
Entonces, de cierta manera, hay mucho placer el cual tú estás teniendo.
by coming back and doing the right thing for you in this time.
Al
Mhm.
volver y hacer las cosas correctas para ti en este tiempo.
Oh, is it satisfying all of your 34-year-old,
Mhm. 34.
34-year-old bodily senses? Oh, maybe not.
Entonces, satisface los sentidos de tu cuerpo de 34 años, quizás no.
But you feel good about yourself for choosing this.
Pero tú te sientes bien acerca de ti mismo por por elegir.
Tell us.
Cuéntanos.
I mean, you're saying everything, Michael. It's true. It's
Pleasure
I
is
know it's
different
the
than
right-
you thought, though.
sorry.
God's pleasure is different than you may have thought.
Yes, absolutely.
Dios, el placer de Dios es diferente a lo que tú quizás hayas pensado.
Yes. Do you feel a kind of pleasure at knowing you're doing the right thing?
Tú
Mhm.
sientes un tipo de placer sabiendo que estás haciendo lo correcto.
I do.
Right. It's a
Yo-
kind of soul pleasure, you might say.
Un tipo de placer
Right.
álmico.
Right.
It's not maybe not to expect too much bodily pleasure, but I can definitely expect that kind of pleasure, you say, from the soul.
Right.
Maybe I have
Bodily
to
pleasure?
Mhm.
I'm stretched often in holding a certain vibration to come here and hold this focus for all of you.
Y a menudo yo me estiro para sostener determinadas vibraciones y venir acá compartir con ustedes, junto a
Yes.
ustedes.
Do I have to choose carefully to preserve my energy and hold my focus? Yes.
Tengo que elegir cuidadosamente la manera de preservar mi energía y enfocarme, ¿sí?
Does my physical human man sometimes scream at the internally at the vibration? Yes.
Y mi cuerpo físico como hombre humano grita al recibir determinadas vibraciones, sí,
Yes, it's going through a fire.
porque ya está yendo hacia a través de un fuego.
Yes. So, Mikas, you want to be of service, right?
Entonces,
Mhm.
Miki, tú quieres estar en servicio, ¿verdad?
Well, you cannot until you really allow that fire to burn away all the dross, all the density.
Entonces tú no puedes hasta que tú permitas que ese fuego queme toda la densidad, toda
Right.
la sequía.
Yes.
No, I was just taking that in.
Yeah. Do I live above the chaos of the world? More than 90%, yes.
Vivo más arriba del caos del mundo, casi más del 90%.
Do I have things here that I'm learning and it's intense? Yes.
Tengo cosas que estoy aprendiendo que son intensas, sí.
Did I design it that way? Yes.
Yo diseñé de esa manera, sí, lo hice.
Yes, I knew I wanted to come in again and go deeper into the evolutionary, the creature perspective.
Yo quise volver aquí y ir más profundo hacia la perspectiva de la criatura evolutiva.
Right. Is there a great pleasure in my experience of my relationship to the Trinity? Absolutely.
Y hay un gran placer en mi experiencia con la relación hacia la Trinidad, absolutamente.
Yes. Does that take away the discomfort in my physical body all the time? No, it makes it worse sometimes.
Y eso lleva la parte, el disconfort o la incomodidad de lo que ocurre con mi cuerpo físico. No, a veces no.
Right. Because the flesh needs to be accelerated.
Porque la carne necesita ser acelerada.
Right.
Gracias, Juliana.
But there is a great pleasure and a great comfort to know that I'm doing the right thing for me.
Pero hay un gran placer y un gran confort de darme cuenta que estoy haciendo eso conmigo.
Right. Is God making this easy for me? In some ways, yes, and in some ways, I don't want it easier if it takes away the learning.
Y Dios eso hace que sea fácil para mí, sí, en algunos aspectos, pero yo no quiero lo fácil porque entonces no me permite experimentar. Sí,
I
es fácil.
enter the bigger picture, so I want the growth.
Entonces yo entro yo entro a la gran visión, digamos, entonces tengo que sacar el crecimiento, ¿verdad, Michael?
Yes, I don't want him to make it easier.
No quiero que eso se vuelva muy fácil, ¿no?
I
Fácil.
want to embrace as much of the possibilities as much of the possibilities.
Yo quiero entonces abrazar todas las cuantas posibilidades pueda abrazar.
Right. Do you have the courage to do that, Mikas?
Tú tienes el coraje de hacer eso, Miki.
Yes, I have.
Sí, no.
Even if it requires from your flesh a sacrifice of things?
Aun cuando requiera de tu carne que sacrifica algunas cosas.
Even if you feel lonely?
Aun si te sientes solo.
Even if, right? 100 other things.
Y hay
Right.
cientos más de cosas.
Do you have the courage to enter God's pleasure, which is to do his will,
Tienes el coraje de entrar al placer de Dios que es hacer su voluntad,
which often matures and has to refine the flesh?
y a menudo madura y hace que la carne se refine.
That's the great benefit, everyone, of these dense forms.
Y ese es el gran beneficio de esta forma densa.
Oh, you have to find such strength to go beyond all your biological, chemical, sensory inclinations.
Y ustedes tienen que encontrar la fuerza para atravesar todas las inclinaciones de los sentidos y de las biológicas, las inclinaciones biológicas y también de los sentidos.
Yes. To choose, everyone, to choose the higher choice, you often have to go up against your bodily laziness and tiredness and
Para elegir las elecciones más elevadas, ustedes tienen que a menudo trascender las tendencias corporales como la pereza, el cansancio, etc.
yes. You get the picture a bit more?
Yes,
Are
Mike.
you gaining the idea? Yes.
Yeah.
Estás tomando la idea, ¿verdad?
And Mikas, it's the same in relationship with women. In
Y es
your
lo
case,
mismo
with
en las
women.
relaciones con las mujeres.
Yeah, can you do the right thing, the right and good thing, even when your lower nature wants to do something else? You must educate the lower nature.
Entonces si tú puedes hacer lo correcto, la acción correcta, aun cuando tu naturaleza baja quiera hacer otra cosa.
Right.
Yeah.
Good, Mikas. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
Michael, yo puedo compartir algo.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Liliana, que vos querés compartir algo.
Liliana no tiene ruido alrededor y no puede hablar, dijo.
Ok.
Escribió.
Okay. You want me to write, to read, Liliana?
You want me to translate for you, Carlos?
Liliana wrote in English.
Okay.
Entonces, dice, acá hay mucho ruido, entonces voy a escribir. Yo siento mucho más honestidad o veracidad conmigo misma y con otros. Y estoy viviendo más alegremente, solamente aceptándome a mí misma de la manera en que ahora soy y a los demás también. Aunque tengo mis luchas efímeras, ellas no me molestan de la manera en que estaba acostumbrada, porque yo comprendo, entiendo, las comprendo y entiendo más claramente, sin miedo ni vacilaciones. Yo solamente voy a través de ellas, vuelvo varias veces, vuelvo, y nuevamente voy a través de ellas y vuelvo, repitiendo, volviendo sobre ellas. Si yo necesito hacerlo. Y esto está bien. Y al final es más liberador y armonioso. Entonces estoy aprendiendo a aceptarme a mí misma y a otros más y estar bien con eso. Gracias.
Yes. Right. You're finding everything you're saying is part of the unfolding benefits.
Y todo lo que tú estás diciendo es parte del beneficio que se está desplegando al practicar, al hacer esto.
Yes, you're feeling more truthful, and the world is still there, but it doesn't affect you as much.
Y tú te sientes más honesta y el mundo no te afecta tanto.
Yeah, many things.
Y muchas cosas más. Yo quería compartir algo, Micael.
Yes.
¿Puedes traducir, Alicia? O no sé.
Sí,
Voy a hablar yo en inglés entonces y vos
bueno.
lo haces en castellano. I want to share with you something with you about all my experience about something that I realized and I could express with the person. I have a deal during 2 years ago about the money,
Mi experiencia es algo que yo pude compartir con la persona. No entendí lo otro.
Con la
Yes.
persona que tengo un trato con respecto a un dinero.
Un trato de dinero.
Sí.
Ok.
Right. Just not too much story, Carlos. Just
Yes, Michael. And I just wanted, I just could say to him
Pude decirle
that I am learning to be loyal to my Godhead.
que estoy aprendiendo a ser leal a mi divinidad.
And I don't know, but I am learning. I'm in a process of learning. And I also express that we as human beings in this journey we are doing together.
Y no sé, pero puedo expresar que nosotros como humanos en este viaje que estamos haciendo juntos,
With him, with him.
Con-
Con él.
¿con quién? ¿Con
ese
el quién?
señor, con ese señor de Togo, sí.
Sí, con el señor del dinero.
Sí. We learn, I explained, and he also said to me that he's learning, and all this experience was full of learning process. Was a learning process.
Que toda esta experiencia está llena de aprendizaje.
And also I said to him that I took some decisions
Y también le dije que tomé algunas decisiones
by myself
por mí mismo
according with which I receive, maybe probably from my adjuster. I am not sure, but
De acuerdo con lo que recibí, probablemente de mi ajustador, aunque no estoy seguro.
and then some situation changes when
Y
I
entonces,
see.
algunas situaciones cambiaron.
And I could say miraculously, as a miracle.
Y lo puedo decir milagrosamente.
And I don't know what's going to be the result, but I can realize, Michael, that this process was really very rich, a rich process for me.
No puedo saber lo que sucederá, pero puedo decir que este fue un proceso muy, ¿qué, Carlos?
Muy rico, muy very rich.
De mucha riqueza.
Sí. And also can share that I am getting more confident in my relationship.
Y puedo decir que estoy más confiado en mi relación. Pimply, can you continue, please?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
More confident in my relation with my.
Me siento más cómodo con mi relación con
My adjuster and
con mi ajustador.
And with you, Michael.
Y contigo, Michael.
It's difficult to express in words.
Es difícil de expresar en palabras.
You've been dissolving some barriers.
Tú has estado disolviendo algunas barreras.
It's making it easier for you.
Lo está haciendo un poco más fácil ahora para ti.
Yes. And I am very grateful for your help. I am very grateful for your help.
Yo estoy muy agradecido por toda tu ayuda.
Right. You begin to realize, how could you do this on your own? You need the help of the heavens.
Yes,
Tú te has dado cuenta, ¿verdad? Y estás realizando que no podías hacer esto tú solo, que necesitas la ayuda desde los cielos.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, maybe I learned also something from previous life.
Pégate un poquito más al micrófono, Carlos.
No, I am saying that I could maybe integrate some previous lives.
Digo que también puedo integrar son previous y no te escuché lo demás.
Lives, some
luz. Space.
Like vidas.
Vida, ok, vida. Puedo integrar un poco de vida.
Thank you, Michael.
Gracias, Michael.
Yeah, you're welcome. Right. What you're expressing is a more realistic attitude.
Lo que tú estás expresando es una actitud más realista.
Yes, that to feel the gratitude for all of this, that is
la gratitud por todas estas cosas.
Yeah. Certainly I come here, but I don't come alone.
Ciertamente, yo vengo aquí, pero yo no vengo solo.
No, the more the merrier. The more the legions of those who come, please, I don't want to do this myself.
Entre más legiones vengan, realmente, yo digo, yo no quiero hacer esto solo.
No.
No.
It's beautiful to do it together.
Es muy hermoso de poder hacerlo juntos.
Can I share something more, Michael?
Yeah.
¿Puedo agregar algo más, Michael?
Yeah.
Remember that you said to me
Recuerda que tú me dijiste a mí
that my stubbornness would have good fruits.
Right.
Mi terquedad no escuché la última
Podría
parte.
dar buenos frutos en su momento.
Podía dar buenos frutos.
And I was very curious, Michael. I
Yo
am.
estaba muy curioso sobre eso y todavía sigo.
But it helped me also to transcend the fear to be disobedient in some ways.
Y también trascender los miedos y ser desobediente.
Well,
But
it's
in a good way.
important for you to have an adventure.
Es importante para ti que puedas tener una aventura,
But just to dedicate it, consecrate it to God within you.
Yeah.
solamente entonces habría que dedicarla y consagrarla hacia Dios en ti.
Yes. Don't believe that God in you wants you just to be an obedient slave.
No creas que Dios solamente quiere que seas un esclavo obediente,
Having no adventures.
teniendo no aventura.
No, the whole idea of an adventure, it comes from God.
Toda la idea realmente de una aventura viene de Dios.
At these levels, you can't really see the adventure because it's so limited here.
En estos niveles realmente tú no puedes ver la aventura porque es muy limitante así.
Yes, but as you secure for yourselves the kingdom of
medida
heaven,
que asegures para ti el reino de los cielos,
you open up into incredible adventures. I mean, real adventures.
tú realmente vas a poder incrementar hacia una verdadera aventura.
Yes, I assure you, everyone, you will not be meditating in a corner for the rest of eternity.
Yo les aseguro a todos que no van a estar en una esquina realmente meditando por toda la eternidad.
Yes, because the Godhood, it loves the adventure.
Porque realmente Godhood es la
A la
divinidad,
divinidad le gusta la aventura.
la divinidad le gusta la aventura.
Yes. Good, Carlos. So yes, you're seeing that you can have a great time and it's not opposed to God.
Sí,
Yes,
se ve
Mike.
como que tú puedes tener un tiempo agradable y realmente no está opuesto a Dios.
Yes, the other day, Michael, when we got my brother passed away, you know, I am the only one who is alive now.
Right.
And you know, we are together, you know, more frequently with the family, with a great family as Karen know, you know, and she
La otra vez estábamos juntos con toda la familia
and we were in my sister's birthday. We all my nephews and grandnephews,
estábamos
etc.
en donde, Carlos,
En la hermana, en el cumpleaños de mi hermana.
in my sister's birthday, en el cumpleaños de mi hermana.
Yes, and we were singing a lot of singing, you know. And my brother-in-law, they took me for dancing to dance with him.
Oh, sweet.
Was very funny.
Y alguien me llevó a bailar, la verdad no sé.
No, my brother-in-law, mi cuñado me invitó a bailar.
Mi cuñado me invitó a bailar.
And
Yes.
all these things are happening with, and it's different, you know. I feel
Todas estas cosas
free.
han pasado diferente y ahora me siento más libre.
Yes. A freedom to have the adventure, but to bring God into the adventure.
Yes, Michael. Yes, like that. Yes. Thank you. Michael.
Libre, pero traer a Dios en esta
Yes.
libertad.
Not to think you're doing something wrong, everyone, by having a fun time.
No para que piensen que porque están teniendo algo de diversión, realmente están haciendo algo equivocado.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to share that because it was nice.
I want to share that because.
And I'm learning also to not to be afraid of participate more in
Y me
family
siento
and
libre
everything.
de participar más y tener más diversión.
Right. It's there for you.
Yes.
Está allí para ti.
Thank you, Miguel.
Mm.
So, Carlos, now I want you to translate for me.
Okay, it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Michael, for this afternoon. Very
Gracias,
thankful.
ya por esta tarde.
Are you close to the microphone, Pimply?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, hearing the experience of my brothers and sisters here also bring me into some situations that I want to share.
Ok, entonces las experiencias de mis hermanos y hermanas me traen o mueven algunas situaciones que me gustaría compartir.
And I want to mention that you say something beautiful that I love it today.
Y yo quiero
Michael.
mencionar que tú has dicho algo hermoso que amé hoy.
And it's about being in a place and being able to love myself and also love God at the same moment.
Más despacito porque estoy medio movido internamente. ¿Puedes repetir eso?
Sí. Being in a place.
Sí, ser un esclavo.
No, being in a place, en el lugar, estar en un lugar.
Ah, estar en un lugar, sí.
And not be judging myself about, oh, I'm doing something wrong, I should be doing this.
Okay.
And,
Right.
and that.
No, Alicia is going to translate now. Okay.
Pero ahora no entendí lo que pasó.
No,
it's fine, I can say it again. The idea is very clear inside of me.
La idea está clara en mí.
Okay, you know, I was the kind of person that always judged myself.
Yo era un tipo de persona que siempre me juzgaba a mí mismo.
For example, I love to surf.
Por ejemplo, me encanta surfear.
But when it's conference, for me, it was like everybody's calling, waves are perfect, come over. And I have to choose.
Pero cuando había conferencias siempre me estaban invitando a ir y ven que está muy bueno y yo tenía que elegir.
So sometimes I choose to surf and not be in the conference.
Y algunas veces elegí surfear y no estar en la conferencia.
And when I was in the water, I was judging myself for not being in the conference.
Y cuando estaba en el agua me juzgaba a mí mismo por no estar en la conferencia.
And the past years I've been learning.
Y los años pasados estuve aprendiendo.
That, you know, I can be in the water and yes, miss a conference one day, but you know what? Loving myself and loving God and loving the opportunity and not be judging myself, I choose to do something different.
Y mientras estoy en el agua, yo puedo estar amándome, amando a Dios, aunque me esté perdiendo la conferencia, no juzgarme.
And I'm not saying that not come to the conference. I'm not saying that. I'm saying not judging myself instead of being judging myself.
Y yo no digo perdón, porque se me hace un poco largo, después pierdo la idea.
Go ahead.
Y digo, no estoy diciendo de no venir a la conferencia, lo que estoy diciendo es no juzgarme a mí mismo.
And when I stopped judging myself, you know what? I was coming to the conference and no one was calling me for surfing.
Y cuando dejé de juzgarme, me encontré viniendo a la conferencia y nadie invitándome a surfear.
Yes,
So
it's like
so
that, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, so it's so beautiful, Michael, for me. You know,
entonces es muy hermoso para mí
to see when I accept myself, how can bring me to a better place.
Yeah.
Que cuando me acepto a mí mismo, cómo eso me puede llevar a un lugar mejor.
A better place inside of me.
Eso no entendí.
A better place inside of me.
En un lugar mejor dentro mío.
Because it was easier for me just to judge me and have some ideas about myself and about God judging me.
Pero era más fácil para mí juzgarme, tener ciertas ideas acerca de mí y de que Dios me juzgaba.
Then accept a God of love, mercy.
Y en lugar de aceptar el amor de Dios y su misericordia.
And that was not possible for me, Michael, if I never met you in my life.
Right.
Y eso no iba a ser posible para mí si no te encontraba en mi vida.
I was seeing in the Father, my human Father,
He
that
estado
is
viendo en mi
totally,
Padre humano,
that is totally different than the divine God that I know now in my heart.
Mm.
ah, no, vos sabés que hay un
Totalmente diferente que el Dios divino en mi corazón. Right, existing.
okay.
Right? Yes, right.
Yes.
Absolutely. God is infinite goodness and loving, not some punishing, oppressive type of idea. No.
Absolutamente, porque Dios es infinita bondad y amor, nada que ver con castigo y opresión.
No. No.
And also give me the love to love my Father in his own, point of view about, blame and all those things, and love him and understand him. That is his evolution, and I have to respect that.
Yes.
Y además me ha dado el amor para amar a mi Padre y aceptar y comprender su evolución sin juzgar, sin culpar.
And that's pretty much what I want to share, Michael. Thank you so much
Yeah.
Eso es lo que quería compartir. Muchísimas gracias.
for showing me a different way to see things.
Por mostrarme una manera diferente de vivir.
And show me
Y
how
para ver
beautiful
las
is love,
cosas. Right.
and how beautiful is love.
Ok.
Right.
Algo pasa con tu micrófono, Pimpli, que suena todo raro.
Could be the internet. Could be the internet.
Yes, it's a bit cloudy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I let
Yeah,
the
you're welcome.
chance.
Yeah.
Gracias.
Mm. Yes, all of these positive changes that many of you are expressing,
Todos estos cambios positivos que varios de ustedes están expresando.
you have a different vision of God and your relationship to her.
Y ustedes tienen una visión diferente de Dios y de su relación con ella.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Michael, here is Dennis Ireri with his hand up.
Okay. Dennis? Oh, hello.
Hi, Michael. Greetings from East Africa, Kenya.
Yes.
Greetings to you. Yes.
Saludos desde África.
Greetings to you, Dennis. Happy you're here.
So I'm
Gracias.
just wanting to express my gratitude and the way I feel about the whole of this thing.
Yeah.
Solo para expresar mi gratitud y la manera en que me siento al respecto de todas estas cosas.
I would love to say that the first thing that I have benefited from by our relationship with you
Y he tenido mucho beneficio de mi relacionamiento contigo.
I agree with you from the lesson that I've learned from your teaching today.
Estoy de acuerdo contigo con la lección que has enseñado hoy.
That sometimes we think we are fine, we are okay, we are perfect, but it is until I came to interaction with you that I came to realize I still have so much to do for myself.
Wow, beautiful. Right.
Ay, Michael, I can't.
Yes. Dennis likes the idea, in agreement, that a person can see themselves one way, but not realize they have more to go.
Ok. Que Dennis está de acuerdo con la idea de que se puede ver a sí mismo de una manera, con una idea, y tiene mucho que todavía trabajar.
Aunque tiene
Yeah, so-
perdón, que esa persona puede ampliar la idea de sí mismo.
Ok.
Es lo que yo
So
entendí.
the more I came closer to you and began to listen to your teachings, the more I began to see my weaknesses, my imperfections, and many other things that I never knew I had.
Right.
Que cuanto más me acerco a ti, escucho tus enseñanzas, puedo ver más mis imperfecciones y mis debilidades con las que tengo que trabajar.
So one of the things that made me so blessed is that in all my imperfections, you teach us that you made me to know that I'm still accepted in the brotherhood of God. you know.
Y una de las cosas que más me hacen sentir bendecido es la enseñanza de que a pesar de tener esas imperfecciones, yo me acepte dentro de la hermandad y delante de Dios.
Yes.
Yeah,
Algo-
and you told us that when we see the things we need to perfect, it doesn't mean we need to do it at once, as long as we are making steps day by day.
Yes.
That is a
Y
great
también nos
progress.
enseñaste que cuando vemos que hay cosas para que perfeccionar, no significa que lo tenemos que hacer todo en un día, sino ir paso a paso.
And then before I met you, I would make mistakes and I would cry and feel so bad, and I would, you know, I would not appreciate my mistakes.
Right.
Y antes de conocerte, yo me sentía muy mal, lloraba y no apreciaba mis errores.
So when you told us that our mistakes are part of our learning and we should embrace them, that was a big mile for me, a big step for me, a progress.
Cuando nos dijiste que nuestros errores eran parte del proceso, para mí eso fue un gran paso adelante.
Then when you began to remove the eclipse of the way I used to see God and the wrong ideas, that again helped me so much.
Y cuando comenzaste a quitar esas ideas que eclipsaban la manera en que yo veía a Dios, eso también me ayudó mucho.
And so it's in the short moment that I've related with you, I think these are my best moments in life. I would say that.
Y puedo decir que estos son los mejores momentos en mi vida.
And even with all that, I'm still open to learn. I appreciate, I'm so blessed, and I look forward to growing and growing and growing.
Wow.
Y sigo abierto para aprender, lo aprecio mucho y quiero seguir creciendo y creciendo.
And every day I'm making one step at a time, one step at a time.
Y cada día doy un paso a la vez, un paso a la vez.
From what you have taught us today in the class, I have learned that you begin from eternity where you live on time. If that is what you are saying, I think so. Yes.
I lost this idea, Michael.
I
say it
said,
again.
from what you taught us today, I was listening.
Wait a minute. De lo que nos hablaste hoy.
In my notes, I noted that you cannot cheat eternity. You always begin on eternity where you left on time. That's what I've learned today.
Yo tomé nota, pero no entiendo. Carlos.
Can you puedo traducir, pero can you speak slowly then, please?
Okay. Okay.
So your accent is, I know that the African accent, and it's difficult for me if you speak quickly.
Okay. So
Okay,
we use Kenyan we use the Queen's English, not American English.
Yes, I know.
Right. Beautiful. No, it's beautiful accent. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was saying that I have learned from today's lesson as I was making my notes.
Okay, yo aprendí de la lección de hoy
that you cannot cheat the spiritual and you cannot cheat eternity.
Okay, que tú no puedes engañar a lo espiritual, and then is the last sentence.
You cannot cheat the spirituals,
yes.
And you cannot cheat eternity.
You
cannot otra vez, say it again. You cannot
cheat or deceive the spirituals. Or
you cannot deceive.
Yes, Michael. Yes.
Okay.
No puedes engañar al espíritu, dice, ¿verdad? Pero the second one, Michael.
So I learned that where you live on the side of time is where you wake up on the other side of eternity.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
Can you repeat, Dennis, please?
I said, where you live on the side of time is where you begin.
Wait.
Right.
Because
one part at a time. One part at a time.
Yes, because otherwise you are expressing nice ideas.
Where you live on the side of time, where you live on the side of time.
Sí, cuando tú vives desde un lado del tiempo.
Yes.
Is where you begin on the other side of eternity.
Oh, yes, that's right. Is where you begin on the side of eternity.
Ah, y cuando tú, claro, y cuando tú comienzas a vivir del lado de la eternidad.
Yes.
And the better you can be able to refine yourself and work on yourself on the side of time.
Right.
Y cuando más rápido puedas
As
definirte.
you, yeah, he's saying a beautiful thing.
Yes.
As you are working on yourself within time and space, let's say.
Entonces, cuando a medida que tú trabajas contigo mismo
Yes.
en el espacio y el tiempo,
Yes, it allows you to advance into eternity, really.
sí te permite, yes, beautiful, y te permite avanzar dentro de la eternidad.
Yeah. So there's an English saying that says the earlier, the better.
The earlier, the better. Yes.
Yeah, the earlier, the better.
Hay un dicho en inglés que dice, cuando más temprano, mejor.
Yeah. That is what I've learned from today's teaching.
Yeah.
Eso es lo que yo
And-
aprendí de esta enseñanza.
And I will by God's help, I will practice it.
Y con,
Yeah.
con la ayuda de mi Dios voy a practicarla.
Right.
So thank you so much,
Beautiful, Dennis.
Michael. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
Gracias, muchas gracias, Mike. Beautiful day. Thank you.
Yes, everyone. I want to say the stem of a flower that is emerging out of the ground
Y yo puedo decir que el tallo de una flor que emerge desde la tierra,
maybe it doesn't yet have full flowers upon it, not yet.
quizás no tenga aún flores plenas.
And maybe it's forming a foundation to birth those flowers.
Y quizás esté formándose los cimientos para que esa flor pueda nacer.
But the flower, it cannot say, oh, look at me, I have no flowers, I am terrible.
Pero la flor no puede decir, mírame a mí, yo estoy terrible, no tengo flores.
It might not say that because it inherently understands that it is emerging and it will have flowers.
Entonces no podría decir eso porque realmente en su interior está diseñada, está emergiendo y tendrá el tallo muchas flores.
Yes. So each of you must find the vision and the patience. You will be incredible flowers.
Entonces cada uno de ustedes tiene que encontrar la visión y la paciencia y se volverán flores increíbles.
And all unique.
Y todas singulares y únicas.
With different colors and different qualities.
Con diferentes colores y diferentes cualidades.
So I come to nurture you into this greater vision, the long-term vision.
Y yo les vengo a ustedes a nutrir con esa visión más grandiosa, la visión a largo plazo.
And to help you really mature into having the patience and the determination to see it through.
Y ayudarlos a ustedes a que maduren y tengan la paciencia de mirar a través de esa visión a largo plazo.
La determinación para perseguir. ¿No?
Sí, sí.
Yeah. And, it is a normal part of evolution.
Y eso es una parte normal de la evolución.
As Dennis was mentioning, to have the imperfections and the immaturities.
Como Denis mencionó, tener las imperfecciones y las inmadureces.
But as you persevere, all of that imperfection it emerges as the flowers upon the vine of your life.
A medida que ustedes perseveran, todas esas imperfecciones surgen, emergen como el vino de la vida.
Even the most negative attributes.
Aún los atributos más negativos.
Maybe you feel hatred.
Quizás tú sientas odio.
Because maybe you have been hurt.
Porque quizás hayas sido lastimado.
But all of that will be transformed into a sensibility, a sensitivity.
Y porque todo eso será transformado en una sensibilidad, en una delicadeza desde los sentidos.
Yes, those who feel the pain of having been hurt in many situations.
todos aquellos que han sentido la pena de haber sido heridos o en muchas situaciones,
it is because there's a sensitivity in you, and eventually that will emerge and serve God.
y porque hay una sensibilidad en ustedes que eventualmente eso emergerá y servirá a Dios.
Right. And wow, to have that characteristic of incredible sensitivity and subtlety.
Y tener esa característica, esa increíble sutileza y sensibilidad.
Yes, you will be able to serve and experience the sensitivity of God.
Van a estar en condiciones de servir y experimentar la sensibilidad de Dios.
Yes, because you could say God is the most sensitive, the most subtle.
Y porque ustedes pueden decir que Dios es lo más sensible, lo más sutil.
And that's why to become lighter of the density of the grossness of the material,
Y esto es la razón por la que pueden ustedes, al volverse más livianos de la densidad y del grosor de la
and
materia,
to allow the adjuster to elevate your vibration, your faculties, your powers,
permitir que al ajustador que eleve sus vibraciones, sus facultades y sus poderes.
yes, it allows you to come into fuller contact with the most subtle thing anywhere.
Y que le va a permitir entrar en un pleno contacto con las cosas más sutiles en cualquier lugar.
In compared to the material experience, the highest spiritual substance is the most subtle.
Y comparando con las experiencias materiales, las experiencias elevadas espirituales son de una calidad de muy sutil.
So a refinement is necessary.
Entonces un refinamiento es necesario.
You may start out where you want to grab the cake and shove it in your face and get it all over yourself.
Ustedes pueden comenzar queriendo agarrar la torta y ponerla sobre la cara y comerla así como un animal, digamos.
But the plan of salvation will teach you how to grab that cake and make the most of it and digest it all immaculately.
Y el plan de salvación les va a mostrar cómo poder tomar esa torta, digerirla toda de una manera muy, muy bella. No sé cómo.
Yes.
Sí.
God will even provide a nice serviette, napkin.
Inclusive Dios va a proveer de una linda servilleta.
Yes, there's a refinement
Es
needed.
el refinamiento. Sí.
Hey, Carlos, you know what I mean?
Carlos, tú sabes lo que yo quieres decir, entiendes lo que yo quiero significar.
And Carlos says, yes, I do. I do know what you mean. Oh.
Y Carlos dice, sí, yo sé lo que tú quieres significar, Miguel.
Carlos, you are very refined,
Carlos, tú eres muy refinado,
like a gentleman.
como un gentleman, como
Yes,
un
but
caballero.
I am a bit rough,
Yo soy un poquito rudo,
but I want to become more refined.
pero quiero volverme más refinado. Sí.
Yes, it's kind of
Yeah.
like that in that silly example.
Y es un ejemplo tonto, pero es eso.
Yeah. Others who want to reveal themselves?
Otros que quieren revelarse a sí mismos.
So it's important you acknowledge your good decisions in favor of your relationship to the Father.
Entonces es importante que ustedes puedan reconocer sus buenas decisiones en relación a favor de la relación con el Padre.
Yes, and like we were talking with Mikas, just to feel good about your good decisions.
Y así como estuvimos hablando con Miki, de sentirse bien acerca de la toma de buenas decisiones.
Even if your body is stretched into, having to do something beyond itself.
Aun cuando su cuerpo deba estirarse para hacer algo más allá de lo que están, más allá de ustedes mismos.
But you can feel good. You can feel the pleasure of doing the right thing, doing God's will in favor of yourself.
Pero tú puedes sentir el placer de hacer lo correcto a favor de ustedes mismos, haciendo la voluntad de Dios, Michael. Ahí también.
Yes, in favor of
Sí.
God and in favor of your growth.
Y a favor de vuestro crecimiento.
Yes, even if your body is, like I tell you mine, feeling the fire.
Sí, aún sintiendo el fuego en el cuerpo.
But I come, right? I showed up today. I'm doing a good thing for myself.
Pero yo vengo, me he mostrado, estoy haciendo algo muy bueno para mí mismo.
And for others and for God, for the totality.
Por otros y por Dios y por la totalidad.
Yes, okay, you want more of this, huh? You're not bored with me yet, huh?
Eso
Okay.
ustedes quieren más, no están aburridos conmigo todavía.
Well, Carlos, I guess we have to talk a little more, no?
Entonces, quizás tengamos que hablar un poco más.
Dennis, is that another you want to share more? Yes.
Dennis, you
No,
get-
no. Thank you. I'm okay.
Okay. and Gabriela, you come forward. Hello.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Gabriela.
I wanna say, quería decir gracias porque estoy contenta de estar aquí.
I wanted to say thank you because I am happy to be here.
Yes,
Y que, ujú,
you're feeling good to be here.
Te
yes,
sientes
happy.
bien estar aquí, estando aquí.
Beautiful. Tell us.
Muy contenta, muy contenta. Y también quería comentar que hemos estado hablando del miedo
And I
en
also
la
want to share that we were talking about fear.
que me estaba pasando y
That-
que yo estaba sintiendo.
That was I was feeling and I was it was happening for me.
Te lo comenté el martes en la conferencia que tuvimos.
I share with you on Tuesday in the conference we have together.
Y a partir del martes hasta estos días, todos estos días,
Since Tuesday and all these days,
empezó a venir a mí recuerdos.
and it began to arise in me some memoir, remembrance,
Recuerdos de mi infancia.
memoir from my infancy.
Mhm.
Que en ese momento yo dije, pero si toda la vida yo me acuerdo de esto.
But in that moment, I said to myself, "But how is it?" Because all the life I was remembering that,
Pero nunca me había detenido a mirar.
but I never stopped to look at it.
Y bueno, tuve que hacerlo.
But I had to do it.
Yes.
Ujú.
It's
Eh,
to fulfill the intention of your lifetime.
Para cumplir con la intención de tu vida,
Papa, men.
los padres,
Sí.
los hombres,
Ujú. Sí, y otras cosas también.
and other things also.
Mm.
Entonces quería agradecerte, Michael.
Then I wanted to thank you, Mike.
Em,
Mhm.
si no hubiéramos tenido esta conversación el martes, quizás nunca hubiera detenido a mirar eso.
If I wouldn't have that talk on Tuesday, maybe I never would be able to stop and see, observe and see with all these what
The
I am sharing
memories
with
and all of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
Solo eso. Gracias, Michael.
Sí, de nada, Gabby. De
Only
nada.
that. Thank you, Michael.
Good, Gabby. Thank you.
Gracias, Gaby.
Carlos, Alicia, thank you. Liliana, I think she helped too. No, Pimply, yes.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, everyone.
Thank you,
And
Michael.
I believe I see some of you on Tuesday, right? Tuesday, Nenny, is planetary. No, maybe it's Trinity Tuesday, but the next Tuesday will be. Right.
Ya el próximo martes, no este.
Yeah. Beautiful, everyone. Adonai, enjoy your Sunday. Thank you.
Michael, gracias. I love you.
Yes.
Adonai,
Love you
Micael.
too.
Buenas tardes.
Adonai, Micael, gracias.
Hasta luego.
Sí,
Ah.
sí, sí.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome, Mikas. Yeah.
Good night, Michael.
Adonai, I love you, Michael.
Sí, bonjour, Elise.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.